must ask, why Canada?
Yes, that's a very big question, and actually, that's the question I'm facing all over my society. Whosoever I'm telling that I'm going to Canada, because the situations and the listenings we are having from Canada, it's a bit hard. French is a global language. It's an international language that each and every person should be known to it, because it's the most spoken language. Secondly, for Canada, if you learn French, then PR policies of Canada, it becomes helpful to you to obtain PR easily.
We've noticed in the last few years there's certain difficulties that students are facing
Exactly.
with Canada.
Exactly.
Particularly with accommodation and finding jobs and all. So how do you plan on tackling these challenges?
Accommodation thing is I'm getting help from Mañana.
Welcome to the Mañana podcast. Today we have Krishna Chudasama with us. Hi Krishna.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Ça va bien, et vous?
Ça va bien aussi, merci.
So Krishna, could you give us a little bit of an introduction of yourself?
I'm a French student. I'm learning the advanced level of it. You can say advanced level French student because of Mañana, of course. And I'm aspiring for Canada. A few minutes ago, I have got my passport stamped with visa of Canada.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
You must be very excited. I must ask, why Canada?
Yes, that's a very big question, and actually that's the question I'm facing all over my society. Whosoever I'm telling that I'm going to Canada, because the situations and the listenings we are having from Canada, it's a bit hard. But yeah, I want to take challenges as Elmana prepare me for that, and the French language would be a lot helpful to me for that.
That is very interesting. I mean, you started off the podcast with French. You seem to have a really good liking with it. You've performed very well in the French exams. So why French? Why are you interested in French? What do you expect from the language?
Yes, there's one of the reason that French is a global language. It's an international language that each and every person should be known to it. Secondly, for Canada, if you learn French, then PR policies of Canada, it becomes helpful to you to obtain PR easily. It increases your points for the PR, the permanent residential thing of Canada.
I mean, obviously, if students are going to Canada, PR is sort of
That's the aim right now of mine, that I hope that I'll get PR of it very, very soon, fingers crossed.
I mean, what other benefits do you have with French in mind? Because PR is sort of a long-term goal. You'll be going to Canada, I believe, in January.
Yes.
So, and you've already reached like a fairly advanced level of French. You'll be perfecting that in the time that you have. So what other goals do you have with the French language?
Actually, I'm going to do MBA, that is Business Administration in Canada. So French would be not only helpful to me for the PR policies, but also as I would be into a business field. I want to do entrepreneurship back in India. So if I'll be knowing French, then I can do my business all over the world. I can explore world by the language also, and it can be helpful to me.
We've noticed in the last few years there's certain difficulties that students are facing with Canada.
Exactly.
Particularly with accommodation and finding jobs and all. So how do you plan on tackling these challenges, and what have you done so far that's going to set you apart?
As per now, accommodation thing is I'm getting help from Mañana. But secondly, I have chose Vancouver over Toronto. Whatever news we are listening nowadays about Canada, that people are facing problem, people are getting deported even from Canada to back to their home countries. That is more of region from Ontario, the Ontario province. But the province I chose, that is British Columbia, Vancouver city, is having lesser number of Indians over there, or even the foreign students. There are more number of Canadian people over there, which could be helpful for me to find job.
Imagine also having French as a language will also make a bit of a difference
Yes.
when it comes to looking for accommodation and the types of people that you would have accommodation with.
Mañana is helping me to find friends over there. Even the students they have sent already, and there are few students who are even accompanying me while going over there, and few of them are in my university also, which would be helpful in finding accommodation, staying over there together.
I mean, everyone knows there's a bit of a job crisis in Canada. So what have you
Yes.
done to set yourself apart in that?
Again, French would have points in that. It will increase my profile. It will increase my overall portfolio.
And also, I mean, it's throughout Canada, it's the second official language of Canada.
Yes, it's more
and
spoken.
when it comes to job opportunities, you wouldn't just have like a boost in jobs within your field, but also if you have any types of translation and all, because you've done it to an advanced level. You know, once
Exactly.
a student gets to B1 or B2, they have the capacity to be able to train and tutor as well.
Train.
So it opens up a whole new field for you
Yes.
for job opportunities. A field that is very much in demand. I mean,
Yes. In all over the world.
exactly. The number of students that we get asking us daily for French classes in Canada who we can't accommodate for because of the time zone difference.
Yes.
Those are all available to you. So something like that would be
More
you know,
helpful.
very beneficial for you.
Yes, very, very beneficial. And secondly, also French students all over the world are more, as you mentioned. This could be this can help me in doing global networking.
And I mean, French is a global language. It's one of the
Global.
it's one of the most
Spoken.
widely spoken languages in the world. It would allow you to do whatever job you want in whichever country you want at a higher, more advanced level.
Yes.
But also, you mentioned the global networking.
Global net.
And El Mañana has sort of helped you with that in a few different
Yes.
ways.
Yes.
One of them being with the friends that you've made here, and the other
Yes.
the friends that are already abroad. So could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes, I don't just have francophones over here. I also have people who speak who's learning and speaking German over here. I also have people in Spanish. This gives me a very big exposure. As if for an example, I have a friend who's learning right now German. So we'll keep a touch always.
I mean, if you have so many friends going to Germany, France,
Yes.
UK, etc.,
I
why do
honestly-
you want to go for Canada then?
Yes. Canada, I have my personal reasons because of which I'm going over there. There are few family things because of which I am supposed to go to just Canada and not any other countries. But instead, if I wasn't going to Canada, then I will surely go to Europe. Any of the European country would work for me, and I actually aspired to go over there. I aspired for France. I aspired for Paris. The most beautiful country. There are a lot of students which I got friends with in El Mañana only. Are already in France right now. A few of them are very close friends of mine, and they are in Paris. They are like, Krishna, it's so beautiful over here. Why you are not here? We are friends. We wanted to stay together. I'm like, I have no else option left.
I think especially with the skills that you've developed while you were here, with the internships, with the French language, I think your profile would have enough of a boost that you'd manage something.
Yes, and if it would be so, and if I'll have time, I'll learn more languages. I'll be a polyglot. I am right now. I'll explore more languages such as German or Spanish, which are already teachers. I hope I'll explore that.
I mean, being a polyglot is something that we all aspire to be. It's sort of the
Yes.
crux of what this company is meant to be.
Yes.
That
Inspiration is that's the inspiration we get from our teachers. That is Manoj sir and Janki ma'am.
Exactly.
They both are already a polyglots, and that what we are learning from them, that exploring as many of languages you can will be always beneficial to you, no matter where you are at what corner of the world.
Because of the international impact that it has, you're able to not just think about things from the perspective of India or from Rajkot. It's global. You can make friends abroad. You can work with companies abroad. You can start your own business in whatever aspect that is.
The world will be open for you, widely
Yeah.
open for you, and as it says in Gujarati, ke, બધા દરવાજા ખુલી જાય, that all the doors would be open for you at any place you go.
I also wanted to ask you, there's something that a lot of people aren't aware of. You're going for a master's program in
Yes,
Canada, right?
yes.
So what is what is it exactly that's the difference between a PG and a master's?
Yes, people generally get flown with PG courses and master's degree. People are like, we'll go to Canada, we'll have a PG course, and we'll get job easily. But Canadian government is changing a lot of rules with PG courses and the people who are having the diploma courses alongside. What's beneficial if you do masters is that you will have a degree, that is MBA, whereas in PG course you just get is the certification. Of course, degree stands more as compared to certifications, and it have a global recognition all over the world. So that's the difference that I am focusing on. Yes.
It was very nice having you here today.
Thank you.
I hope you've enjoyed the podcast as much as I have.
Yes, a
And
lot.
I'm glad to have you as one of our Mañanas.
Yes, I have a lot, and thank you so much for having me here. And I opened up a lot, and it was very nice experience of mine. Thank you. That's merci beaucoup in French. That is thank you so much, or else thanks a lot.
And what would I say in response?
Daria.
De rien.
Yes.